Road trip. We're going on a road trip.
Yay, yay.
Yay! Finally, 10, 12 weeks locked in the house and we're finally going to get out. Woohoo!
But we haven't went to the beach, no?
Yeah, we've been to the beach a few times, haven't we?
Yeah.
But everyone's seen that. Say hello, Yon.
Yeah, bye.
My sexy wife is the driver.
Hi. Is it on?
Hello, hello. Okay, so where are we heading today, Don?
To our friend's renting house.
Yes, they're renting a place up in a town called Dimiao.
And it's in the mountain.
Up in the mountains, yeah. It's got amazing views. It's about an hour away, and I'll show you a map. What else?
There's a swimming pool, but I bet it's really cold up there.
I bet it's cold up there too. Hang on a sec, we've barely gotten out of the driveway, and
Zion's already asleep.
Zion's almost asleep. Look at that.
You miss it all, everything, Zion.
Mm-hmm.
12
So, what we're doing is we're trying to get off the island today.
Yeah,
Aren't we?
stay in the house.
We're bored staying in the house.
It's been 4 months.
It's unreal, isn't it? Like when you think about it, considering, you know, all the stuff that normally happens in the last 4 months. We're usually quite busy, aren't we?
Yeah. This time, especially July, we're already fully booked, but everyone's just cancelled.
Well, we've actually, to put it in some sort of perspective for you guys, normally we're booked fairly solid year through, but in cancellations since January, I think January this year, so in cancellations from January to now, we've lost about 450,000 pesos, which is pushing 9,000 US dollars and around about 12,000 Australian dollars. So it's quite a lot of money when you think about it.
For us, anyway.
Well, over here it's a lot of money. It's good money. You know, that's our bread and butter.
Stuff. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. Those hats.
Oh, by the way, my wife swears when she drives, so it's gold. But I'm getting this on camera.
I don't swear.
And I always say 5 pesos, please, but they never give it, only sometimes.
Yeah. Does Mummy swear when she drives? Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there are dickheads around here. They don't know how to drive.
Yeah, this is true.
They just pull out, especially the bike.
Well, I
They
mentioned.
never look.
I mentioned on my last video that this is the way a Filipino turns their head to look out, and I didn't even move my head. They don't look, they just kind of just drive out in front of you.
You're expecting to give way to them.
Yes.
And if
Oh,
you
look, here we
hit
go.
them, it's your fault.
Here we go. Oh, now she's looking.
I just spent lots of money to
It's lots
wash.
of money. It's $5. Come on. $10.
Oh yeah. To us it is. The people will wash it for less than that.
Yeah.
Maybe along the way we can buy some bartering. Offering
Get some of the plants.
Yeah.
What are we going to get for one of the kids?
I put them in the roof.
One of the interesting things that you see around is that there's so much land, cars, businesses, homes, all for sale. You know, everyone's trying to sell portions of their land or you know, just sell up and leave. Even people that have just built massive resorts are trying to get out now.
Yeah, because they owe so much money in
Yep.
the bank and they can't pay.
Well, they're paying, you know, some of them are paying rent on the land that they're on, and they're also paying a bank loan. So we're talking, they could be paying 150,000 for the rental itself, and then another 250 plus for the bank loan. So they might be looking at 500,000 a month, which is $10,000 US a month. It's quite a lot of money.
We're pretty lucky we're not paying rent.
We own our house.
There's nothing.
Nothing. Oh, dog on the road.
road.
You'll see this all the time. We are barely 12 minutes into our journey.
What a sleep. You have to wake them up early.
Hey, we got Superhost again.
What? We don't even have a guest.
So
I think it's
So what Airbnb does is, if you have a certain amount of reviews, guests, etc., you get Superhost. But the good thing is, you get a $100 voucher to use in Airbnb.
But we don't have reviews, but we don't have a bad reviews. That's why we're getting Superhost.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna tell you, since we started 3 years ago, we've been Superhost every for 6 months or whatever it is. So I think it's 9 times we're Superhost now. Doing pretty well. Alright, so we're kind of coming through to an area called Taos, and Taos is a nice little area.
It's a
actually.
nice municipal.
Yeah,
More friendly.
yeah. It's because they don't really get as much of a tourist crowd as we do down there. I mean, we're all tourists. That's all it is. All tourists all the time, except for COVID. Whereas Taos isn't. It's a nice little sort of suburb on the island. So it's the north end of the island away from us. Northern, probably third of the island, isn't it? Well aware. People will drive at night without their lights on, or they don't even have light bulbs because they're worried that they're using the petrol up.
That's nuts.
So back in the day when Emma was living in the Philippines, she moved to Australia about 30 years ago, and where her family lived was quite, what would you say, honey?
Rural.
It was rural. She says rural. The way she described it to me when
It's a village.
the way she described it to me when we first met, I was expecting naked kids and half-naked ladies, like something out of National Geographic from the 60s.
Yeah.
And when I get there, this town's like, it's a town. There's, like 1 million people in the area, and you kind of
It's
go,
like a Cessnock.
Yeah, it's like Cessnock. Nah, that still is National Geographic from the 60s. Half-naked kids running around, mud, dirt everywhere. You want some? This is pandesal, local bread with egg in it.
Yeah, how about you, Mom?
I'm cool, but I'm still.
You find that a lot of the bread here is really sweet. It's nice, but it's kind of sweet, isn't it? But this stuff is fantastic. First thing in the morning, the little bread rolls.
Nice and hot.
They're still hot. So, yummy. So if we're coming through the checkpoint, should I jump in the back seat?
When we coming back to Pagsa.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we'll stop and then the kids can go right in the back. I'm definitely going to put that on the video.
We stop before the checkpoint and then you move.
Yeah. No, officer, I didn't do that, but we saw your YouTube video. Oh, duh. So these are the kind of the 3 stages of driving with children. First is the instant sleep. So they'll fall asleep within minutes of getting in the car. Then they're awake and hungry, and it's barely been 15 minutes. Next it'll be just, are we there yet?
Questions.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Are we there?
How long till we get there? How big's the pool? What colour's the blue?
How color? How many?
And now he has to talk.
How many stars is in the space?
One of my favourite things is I'll sometimes take some of our friends for little tours around the island, and we come to this church. This is Baclayan Church.
I like to follow them. They might cut off the lines.
See Baclayan Church? It was kind of seriously damaged during the earthquakes 2013, and they've just finished building it back up again. I've been there several times, so I like to have fun with people when I'm coming through, and I say, oh, Jesus built this church, and they're like, oh, really? Yeah, it's very old.
Jesus built this, sir?
Yeah, he was a carpenter, So she left when you were 18, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah. So before that, the area where where she lived, the house that they lived in was quite it was quite rustic and older.
Spanish house.
Spanish style. Yeah, these older style houses. I'll show you one if I can see one. But she made a promise to her dad, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was your promise?
That I will build him a nice house one day.
Can I
did.
Yeah, and so you know, Emma lived in Australia for a while. She was the face of Australia Post for a while. This face on posters everywhere, and yeah, so she basically built them a lovely house. Really quite a nice house out there in the middle of the bloody bush. Oh, and what was that story, honey, that the guys wanted to buy when you were putting the pylons in? What was that? What were they looking for?
Oh, I have the Japanese treasures underneath my house, and they want to dig out. They just finished it and said like, no one touched my walls.
Apparently there's, I think it's Yamato or Yamamoto's gold. There's
buried in my house.
Yeah, and I like Emma telling stories about when she was little. She always used to get in trouble for riding the caribou, which is their big water buffalo things here. I mean, these things weigh half a ton, some of them. They're huge. Right?
They're working buffalo.
They're working buffalo, and she used to get in trouble from her dad because he used to say, "That's not a toy. You shouldn't."
No, my dad said, Emma, feed a cow, bring it to the nice grass.
Wow, I like that.
I said, yes, father, and then I was there. The caribou's been working in the field all day, and then me riding the buffalo, making it run instead of eating. So my dad was very upset. He said, how about you work in the farm all day and do that? But I keep doing it every time.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I also said like Jarick, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Dad.
Not doing it.
I'm good with GoPros, I know, my love.
And mommy go backwards.
How many GoPro did you drop? Lamb.
What was that, my love?
I'm gonna buy goat.
What are you going to do for goat?
I'll put it in a land.
And what's the goat going to do?
Kill it.
The caldereta. Meet the goat. I think I might still have a picture of it, so I'll put that up. We were in Davao and we had goat's head soup, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It was like a great big wok.
It's a casserole.
Yeah, it was goat's head casserole, and you'll see the
my
picture.
It's not my thing, yuck.
It was tasty, and I'm gonna tell you, the guy said, "Eat the eye," and I'm like, "I don't want to eat the eye." And he goes, "No, eat the eye. It's really good." He said, and I'm like, oh, "Look, I've eaten eye before, and I don't like it." He goes, "No, this is different. This is, you know, the specialty. It's beautiful." And I've gone, all right, I'll eat the eye, and I ate the eye, and it popped in my mouth, and I've just gone, no, it's the same as the other eye.
You were in the right way.
Look at the concentration on her face. Look, she's concentrating hard. The tongue's out. You know she's concentrating when the tongue's out. You know, that's what she's doing. Look.
This is nice though.
Sometimes I have to wipe the drool off her face. She's concentrating so hard. Is that true, honey? You know, running drool down her face. See? Where's he gonna go?
Hide, John, hide.
No, he's a traffic
Yeah.
stupid guy.
And so it begins. Tell me about your girlfriend. Now, what's your girlfriend? Tell me.
You don't want to hear about
What's her name?
his name. Is secret.
Come on.
Just like daddy's talking to mom.
How did we meet, honey? How did we meet?
And Facebook.
Facebook stalking me. So our son's also the same.
Yeah, he's
Stalking him in TikTok.
Yeah, it's caveman love. You gotta hit him on the head. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Look. Yeah. And so, so I saw that smile, and so I set out a plan, a cunning plan, to get this woman.
Nah, you just want bloody Philippine visa or
Yeah.
passport. You married me to stay in
Yeah,
Philippines.
I got my Philippine citizenship, and That's all I needed. The way it works over here is you can come here for 3 months, is it? I can come for 3 months? Or no, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
1 month now.
1 month. Okay, so I can come over for 30
4
days.
weeks, yeah.
Even though I'm married to Emma. Emma's an Australian citizen and a Filipino citizen. Even though I'm married to her, I can come over. If I come over by myself, then I'm here for 30 days and I have to pay to stay. But if I come over with her, I can stay for 1 year. So they stamp that in my passport for 1 year. Works out really well. Doesn't it, my love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always have to come back together.
Yeah. So generally speaking, if I go overseas for work or something like that, Emma will come and meet me for the last couple of weeks and then we just have a little bit of a holiday and fly back together. It works out well. See all of this traffic just popping out to have a look, aren't they, honey? Popping out. Oh, look, there's a big car coming. Here we go. Here's one coming around the truck. See if we can see it. Look, look, look on the bikes. Look. So on a corner with a truck and they're just popping out to see if they can get around. I love it.
But they're not aggressive here.
No, that's the
They're
thing.
friendly.
Yeah,
You fall out on them, they let you go.
most of the time.
Not like in Australia, they would chase you down.
Yeah, you never really see that, except for the foreigners might do it, but
Yeah.
you don't really
The
see.
foreigner would not give way
Yeah,
because they said they're in the rights.
it looks like they're doing the actual roads themselves.
Uh-oh, hide on, hide.
No.
Sanitation tent. It's alright.
Oh, that would help. Big
Oh.
time.
I'll see if they come up on the video, but they've got
This one is the third bridge.
mats on the floor soaked in alcohol for the trucks and the cars to drive through to clean their tires so they don't.
And how many trucks and cars pass through that?
Yes.
It's probably all day and then dried up.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing something good.
Yes. Honey, your sarcasm is showing.
No. I'm telling you, right?
Lockdowns seems to keep getting extended by 2 weeks. They keep changing it, they keep adjusting it, and then it's another 2. Look at this.
But it's a hill. You can't see what's other side.
Yay.
I just want to go farther, and
What a dick.
this truck should fall over. It's just too slow. Let everybody pass. Man.
There's a what's the story with the series buses, honey?
They crashed many times.
Yeah.
They're the worst driver ever.
The series buses are always in a hurry, big time hurry. We jumped on a bus for 40 hours from Balopon to Leyte, which is a really long trip. And we were coming up through northern Samar, and there was one of the series buses was off the side of the road and into someone's house because they'd overtaken and someone was in that lane. So they'd just gone straight into the front of someone's house. See all of these palms? They use that to make the roofs. You can see how much it is. They make like little ceiling panels out of it, like that, out of that stuff that's growing up out there. Isn't that amazing?
That would be fun for toboggan.
Oh yeah.
The grass toboggan.
Just cardboard, paper. What do you get? The cardboard toboggans. You just
No,
slide it down.
we're joining them when we were a kid. The coconut, you know, like the leaves and then the heads of it. We're joining about 4 of them and we put some bamboo in so we have like a
bit of a mat.
toboggan.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be cool.
But the problem is we can't brake, so we just hit whenever.
So we're doing this Filipino style, aren't we? Yeah. No need for safety rules here. Yeah. You're okay? Alright. Your bum hurts because it's bumpy. It's like Palampon.
Yeah.
I was pretty worried about you smashing the glass easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Australia, you can't do this stuff. You go to jail.
If you sit in the back like this, you get so much trouble.
Up to jail and a big fine because you're not strapped in and it's dangerous.
Basically, if the car crashes, what's going to happen? And what
Yeah.
about what's going to happen to us?
Hey guys.
Everyone dies. Or they're severely decapitated.
I think you're decapitated. There's no severely decapitated.
Are you recording this?
Yes. We're at a hilltop about 1 kilometre away from the place that Chris and Will are staying. That's a good idea, mate. And we're just having a look at the view from up here. Emma and I looked at some place in Wollongong, which is a bit further north, and it has views like this. Because of Jarick's haemophilia, he sometimes gets sore ankles and bruising. Actually, bro, stop for a sec. I want to show him the bruise on your leg. Which leg was it? I don't know if you can see that, but it's a big bruise. And he bruises very easily. And it also makes, sometimes when he bruises his ankle, it makes walking, especially up hills like this, quite difficult, doesn't it, bro?
Yeah. Nice YouTuber.
Oh look, there's caribou, mate.
Caribou?
Look,
Oh yeah, there.
the baby one. And that's their wallow. It's called a wallow.
That's what they eat.
No. In the mud, that's where they hang out when it's too hot, remember?
Oh yeah.
Nice boodle fight for lunch. What's boodle fight? Do you know boodle fight?
Yeah.
What is it?
And we fight with no spoon and fork.
That's it. They put all the food in the middle, don't they?
Yeah.
And away you go. It's great. Boodle fight. Such a nice place. So this is what we call a boodle fight. Yeah, and prawns. I'm from Australia, but we live in Alona Beach. So.
Oh, okay. Where in Alona Beach?
Near Bohol Resort.
Ah, okay.
My honey's tired. My honey has changed clothes twice since we've been here. See? She was wearing a nice floral number, and then you'll notice in the video she was wearing green, and now she's changed to a third outfit to drive home. This is her evening driving outfit. She looks lovely.
I haven't got out for 4 months.
When cousin Todd from Natalao bought his new car, he bought a little beautiful little Mini Cooper thing. And first time we got in it, Emma and I, we sat down, and I've gone, this is a really nice car. And Emma's gone, for a 19-year-old girl. Oh, mummy's squealing the tyres too.
Where are you going, you idiot? I'm going first. Where are you going, idiot? That would be good, T-Bone. Fuck. Big car, no brains.
I'll change that when we get back. Nice bike.
It's safer, sit in the middle.
But we just don't know if we can get through the checkpoint. Okay, so do you want me to get in the back?
They're the one in Panglao. I like this.
Storm again.
I like
Great
the
little, great little shops. Three in the back, and the little one said, "Roll over."
Roll over. Oh, please.
Yeah, I know. So we're at the checkpoint. Emma's getting out. Now the best thing is we've got excellent tint on this car.
One car went to crash.
And Emma's going up to get a temperature checked and everything. And what happens is they check a temperature and then just let it go straight through.
But wait, I get bike. Dad?
Hmm?
Bike.
Yeah, I know. They'll stop the people on the bikes too.
Why is this mommy running?
Oh, she's been temperature checked and now we're going. All
Mom,
good, babe?
Hide. Yeah. Hide.
thank you so much. Thank you, boss. Thank you also, boss. Thank you so much.
Good job, honey.